Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carlos Garcia, and I am the Executive Director for the Pro-Immigrant Alliance here in Cobb County. And today I am very, very excited and also very, very humble to have Major Craig Owens currently running for the Sheriff's Office here in our house. You know how we say, right? Mi casa es su casa.
Well, thank you for the invite, Carlos. Thank you.
So it's a great pleasure, Major. So anyways, again, I'm very, very happy, very excited about this relationship.
Right.
And very excited about your campaign. And let me ask you this. I want people to know my friend. I want people to know my friend Craig Owens,
right,
outside the police department, outside the being the political candidate right now.
Right.
I want them to get to know who Craig Owens is as a father, the son, and the husband. But most
right,
importantly, too, is a friend.
Right. And
Tell
I think
us.
that is important. Thank you, Carlos, again for allowing me into your home. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, my name is Craig Owens. I've been a Cobb County resident for over 30 years. I have 3 kids and 5 grandchildren. Yes, 5.
Great.
All my kids graduated high school here in Cobb County, and I raised my family here. And Cobb is my home. It will always be my home. This is where I'm going to be until the end. I've worked in the community for 30 plus years. I've been a youth football, baseball, and basketball coach. So I've worked in the community of South Cobb, as well as I attend church here at the Word of Faith in South Cobb. So this is home. This is where I raise my kids, and this plan it will be where I retire.
Why are you running for the Sheriff's Office? Why is it so important for you to run for the Sheriff's Office?
I think those are great questions, and everyone should be asking questions. The main reason I'm running for Sheriff right now is just what I'm running on my platform. Meaning, the Sheriff Department currently does not have any truth, trust, and transparency. And I think all the citizens of Cobb County deserve to have that. They need to have a sheriff that they can trust.
Yes, sir.
They need to have a sheriff that's transparent. And you got to have one that's going to be a reflection of the community, that works in the community and deals with the community. And currently we don't see that. And that's what I know I can bring to the table.
Obviously, we do what we do because we love our community, right? And I thought it was very, you show it through leadership. When you actually said, hey, Carlos, we need some help. And that shows it through leadership, because the true leaders don't know everything all the time.
That's correct.
They have to reach out sometimes. And thank God, thank to the community, because your approach, our approach together, we were able to solve the crime under your leadership.
Absolutely. And thanks for saying that. And leadership is very important. And that's another aspect that I think I would bring to the Sheriff Department, is just plain good leadership, which is extremely important. And leadership brings a culture change.
Yes,
and I think by bringing new leadership to the Sheriff Department, it brings a new culture, and which is what we are in dire need of right now. The same culture has been in place now for 40 plus years.
Yes, sir.
And it's time for a change. It's time for us to go a new direction with new leadership, with new division, and that's what I think I bring to the table. I have that new leadership, I have that vision, I have the experience as well to take Cobb County Sheriff Department to the next level. Not only make the Sheriff Department the best in the state, but make it the best in the nation. I want to have our Sheriff Department earn a triple crown rating, so that means we're certified on all 3 levels of enforcement, which makes us one of the best around. It's very hard to get, but that's what we're going to achieve to get, and we're going to obtain it once I make sheriff. So not only are we going to do everything to be trained correctly and policies and procedures correctly, we're going to be the best overall Sheriff Department in the state of Georgia.
That is great, and great goals that you have for once you get elected for the Sheriff's Office. Obviously, we're going to keep our fingers crossed, and then we're going to encourage also voters to get out there and do something if you really want to make change and the difference in the community. The most important thing is if you are able to vote, get out there and vote. A lot of people have this question, and they want you to make it clear too. 287G program has affected a lot of Hispanic families. In the past, again, let me make it clear, in the past, okay, Cobb County has arrested and deported over 10,000 people. That happened on the past, okay,
Right.
under the 287G program.
Mm-hmm.
In your campaign also, you said you're going to get rid of the 287G program and you will use those funds to create community programs.
Correct. So let me explain that a little bit. And let me back up just a little bit for your last question in regards to PD and the sheriff. I know there's a saying now around a lot of communities that when you see brown, you run. When you see PD and blue, you can talk to them. I want to eliminate that that stigma. And when they see any officer, whether it's a deputy or a sheriff, we shouldn't run where everybody should be able to feel comfortable and talk to them. And the PD, and I've heard this before, that cop police are working with ICE and doing
Yes,
roundups. That is absolutely incorrect.
Yes.
And especially I've heard that they say, especially down in the South Cobb area,
Yes, sir.
where I command, that I'm working with ICE and rounding up illegals. That is absolutely incorrect. We do not do that, never have, and nor will we. So let me just clarify that. But 287G program is an absolute not for me. Meaning that is something one of the first things that we eliminate as I become sheriff. And again, I want to make sure there's no misconceptions about that. I don't agree with the program. I don't think it's the human right thing to do.
Yes, sir.
So it needs to be eliminated, and that would be one of the first things I do, because we treat everybody as human beings with the dignity and respect. So that's one of the main reasons why that program needs to go, and I will eliminate it once I elect as a sheriff.
Well, those are the words from my dear friend Craig Owens, and then also I make sure you will come through with what you're saying too. Besides, it's in the camera right now, so nobody can say that he didn't say that it didn't happen. Yes, it's all on camera. I'm here too as a witness, right? And we make sure that you come through with your promises, your campaign promises.
Absolutely.
Not just for the community, but also for the well-being of everybody involved, the families too, right?
And this may back up shortly because I didn't answer your question fully maybe. And the monies that, as you mentioned earlier, that we'll save from eliminating the program, I would like to put back in the community, having community programs, educational programs, things of that nature that we can give back to the community and help the people that we serve. And I think that would bridge that gap of trust as well. So now I'm bringing programs back where I'm going to be involved, the deputies being involved. So we're going to show our community how much we care for them by giving back to the community and giving them some programs to be useful. It can be education programs, maybe some job placement programs, anything we can come up with to be good for our community is what we'd like to do.
And also in some of the private conversations you mentioned to me, you would like to also add some bilingual officers too,
Absolutely.
Right? And possibly some people who are trained on sign language, because we also have a lot of people who are hard to hear or they have other disabilities too. So I just want to make sure that message is out there too.
Yes.
That
Thanks for reminding. You're absolutely right. We did have that discussion.
There is other things that are going on right now nationwide, and we all know because we all saw those hard to watch images.
Yeah.
It still breaks my heart when I speak about it.
Yeah.
You know, George Floyd, we all saw those terrifying moments. Let me ask you this. As a sheriff, how are you planning to train your deputies for this to never happen here in our county?
Right. And that's a good question. And I would be wrong if I tell you it would never happen, because I cannot predict the future. Because we all are humans, and humans, can make bad decisions. But what I can absolutely, without a doubt, say that our deputies receive the best training possible. And I will be the leader that's going to make training a priority. And all that's about, in my humble opinion, is having good leadership, changing that culture, giving our deputies the best training possible, whether it's here locally or where it's out of the state. Treating our deputies and giving us more de-escalation skills.
De-escalation.
How to de-escalate things and bring it back down versus ramping it up is extremely important. Because could that incident there being de-escalated? Possibly can, with nothing but some proper talking, some verbal judo to talk someone down without making any physical contact. So those are things we're definitely practicing, making sure we're having enough de-escalation training so our deputies know how to go into situations versus making it more violent, where we go in there and make it de-escalated and make it a softer approach and we can handle it without having a violent situation. So we're going to have the best training we possibly can. I'll put the best leadership in front of our deputies so they have good role models, good vision, and a good culture set forth so they know that anything out of inappropriate here in Cobb County Sheriff Department will not be tolerated, and we'll take swift actions quickly if things do occur.
Thank you, and again, Major friend, I seen your true leadership. We have solved a lot of crimes,
Right.
heavy crimes, not just little
Some
stuff.
major stuff.
Some major stuff.
Major stuff.
And not only solving the major stuff, we together
Right.
develop long-term solutions for those communities.
Absolutely.
So I commend you for that. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and I'm glad you guys got to meet my dear friend Craig
Right.
Owens, currently running for the Sheriff's Office here in Cobb County. And please don't forget to go vote.
Right. Vote for me on June the 9th.
June the 9th. And again, my name is Carlos Garcia, the Executive Director of the Pro-Immigrant Alliance of Cobb County. Thank you.
Thank you.